2023 marks 12 years that the original Skazz band has been together. I am always wanting to move the band forward. I don't want it to ever feel stale. I don't want people to think, I've heard this before, I don't need to come back and watch them again. This next concert, we're actually going to be debuting 12 brand new songs. Some of them are covers, some of them are originals. But besides some new songs, there's a lot going on with the band this year. We've been hitting the recording side of things very heavily. The loft, our rehearsal space, is covered in cables and microphones right now. We've been doing a few recordings, and I'm really excited to bring you guys some new music and see what you guys think of it. Honestly, I think it's some of the best music we've ever made. I've been working more with people in the band who have been wanting to be involved with it. Primarily, our guitar player we've been working on some music. We got to play a wedding at the Castle Theater in Bloomington, which is honestly just an amazing moment for me because I went to ISU and I went and saw Yellowcard at the Castle. So that's a really cool, iconic place that I've always wanted to play. I've always thought it was really a nice place to go. I was actually in a band in college that we played a bunch of house shows. I graduated college, so I wasn't around that much, and it just got to be kind of hard to be involved in the band and not really be going to college anymore because the rest of them still were. I decided, hey, I'm going to quit. And then about a month later, I saw them posting pictures of them playing at the Castle opening for Real Big Fish, I think it was. And I just felt like, oh man, I can't believe I missed out on getting to play at the Castle. But hey, I got to finally do it, which was really cool. We got to meet, of course, an amazing sound guy. Nick Weber was there, event coordinator there. And also we had the coordinator for the city of Normal. Got really great responses from all of them. And that really means a lot to me because being someone who's worked in a concert venue, you hear bands constantly every day. You really do have a pretty good radar on what is good and what is bad. And to have all of them say, hey, it was really good, or we really liked it, or we want to have you guys come do some stuff in the future, that's really, honestly, a pretty big compliment that I don't take lightly. Nothing set in stone, but really looking forward to some potential opportunities in the future with all of that. And speaking of branching out, this year marks for us a lot of firsts. Playing at Eureka Lake for 4th of July. We're also going to be playing in Lincoln, Illinois. And then we have a ballroom dance in November, which I'm really excited about that as well. Of course, we're going to return to Washington this year and play in the park, but we're also going to be playing in Bartonville this Saturday, which I'm really excited for.
You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
Correct? Air guitar? Familiar with how it works? Well, we're going to do something very similar, but it's air saxophone. When our band plays the little chorus for the Careless Whisper part, both of you are going to air saxophone the best you've ever done in your entire life. And whoever the audience votes did the best wins. So, audience, watch these two when they air saxophone. Whoever you think is better, we'll cross that bridge when we reach it, all right? You air saxophone now! Come on, you're not doing it for me!
My wife has taught at Norwood Elementary, which feeds into Limestone High School, and we've really gotten involved in this community. My wife's father's side of the family, they're all from the Limestone area. He went to high school there. So it's really kind of cool. We got to be somewhat involved in this community. Recently, after 5 years now, she accepted a really great opportunity at another school, but it's very bittersweet to leave something that you've grown past 5 years of being there. I've arranged all the music for their summer band programs, a learning process for me, and a really exciting thing to get to see that some of the music I've written is working well for them. I also did both of her maternity leaves. So when we had kids, I actually went in and taught at the school, and that was was a really great experience for me as well, and I got to really know these kids that she's teaching, and it's something that will probably I will never get to do again. So needless to say, it's been very bittersweet, but it's been extremely bitter. She grew this amazing musical program there, and that's one of the hardest things to leave behind. And I wanted to give my wife a little bit of a send-off because the Friday performance, someone called in a shooting threat, so they had to cancel their Friday performance, which is usually the best performance of the weekend. People are all hyped up, perform on Friday, it's really great, and we just kind of got that taken away this year. Secretly, we're going to have some students come up and perform a song from each one of the musicals, and then we're going to do a big closing number together, which I'm really excited for. And one of those people is Bethany House, and she's actually hosting a rehearsal for anybody who wants to refresh the dance moves on this song.
We're all in this together, and it shows that we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true. Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's have some fun. Together, we're here for each other every time. Together, together, come on, let's do it right. We're all here and speaking out in one voice. We're gonna rock the house. The party's on, now everyone make some noise. Come on, scream and shout. We've arrived because we stuck together. Champions one and all. We're all in this together. Once we know that we are, we're all stars, and we see that we're all in this together. And it's take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. To the right. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, two stomps. Left foot, two stomps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work.
Packed up everything, got home, and on our Facebook page, I got this message from somebody. They were a music educator. They have degrees in music. They gave me all their professional opinions, in their words, of how we need to change our group and how we need to, adjust. I honestly, I really don't care about negative comments. You always get negative people. You get people who are just having a bad day and they want to take it out on you and just be nasty. I honestly just feel really sorry for those people. I just don't feel the need to get online and start criticizing people. It goes beyond just a typical, like, this person's just being a jerk or something like that. People who feel their opinion is just more important than others. But why is their opinion different than the other 200 people who were at the show? The audience members that I saw loving it and having a great time. We played this song called The Night Is Ours, which is an original one Cody, the guitarist, and I wrote together. That is an 80s classic rock song, but written by people in the current day. So there's a lot of references to 80s things like Bodacious and those leg warmers. I thought was pretty funny. And there was a lot of people I saw who laughed. Seeing those people in the crowd have a good time, that's what I care about. And there's people who, they don't look at the reaction of others. They just sit there and they try to measure music in a way, especially people with music degrees, myself included. They want to measure it, grade it. And I had to learn to get out of that culture. I have to thank one of my professors taught me, when you're practicing, go gung-ho about all the technique, everything you need to do to be a great player. But when you're performing, whatever stays with you and you can apply during your performance, great. But never get into your head where you're thinking about the technique and not the music. Live in the moment. Enjoy what you're doing. If you make a mistake, don't sit there and dwell on it. Just move on. Be a part of the performance. I'm mad at the culture of you can't be happy with the performance. You have to have a critique. Listen, we're going to work on stuff. Of course, we had 12 new songs this concert. Yes, there's things to work out, to iron out. I don't like walking away from a gig and just sitting there and beating myself up saying, well, this could have been better, this could have been better. It's just negative, and it makes it so that performing isn't fun. I don't want to hate performing. I did that for 7 years with this band. I was miserable. I just started letting go of worrying about what others thought, because a lot of the directors that were criticizing me were miserable people. And I called on band directors as a road rep, and wonderful, wonderful, amazing people who are miserable and can't stand their job. And a lot of it is because of this culture, and they were taught by people who told them to just criticize themselves all the time. Always criticize yourself. You can always do better. I'm so glad that I've been able to grow out of that. One of the reasons is because Cody, our guitar player, he's more of a metal guitar player. First time he came to rehearsal, he brought this giant pedal board. All I could think of is how all these jazz people would sit there. Oh man, you can't use all that. That's too much. He was playing this massive spaceship pedal board thing, and he was having a blast. Why am I not having fun? I got my little 4-piece drum set that I was told I had to have, you know, to be a jazz player. And so I added a tom to it, and then I added another cymbal to it. And then all of a sudden I'm having a lot of fun. You know, I grew up playing a massive rock and roll drum set, and I enjoyed it. All these years later, I'm just learning to have fun. I've dealt with depression and stuff a lot in my life, and I hit that like chemical imbalance thing. And so when someone does something like that, it's like it does put me in a bad state, a negative space. Over the years, I've gotten really good at pulling myself out of that. And we had such a great time tonight. I mean, we played some songs that I was so excited to finally get to play live. We've been playing some of them since January. The musical tribute to my wife and the kids. Oh my gosh, these kids were incredible, man. I mean, they practiced Thursday night. They came early to the gig, practiced all the songs one time through. They got up there and crushed it. I mean, when I was in middle school, man, I was so nervous. Been in my head the whole time, and maybe they are a little in their head, but I hope they just enjoyed themselves, because that's what this is all about. It was an amazing night. Thank you to everybody who came. Thank you to all of you who are watching this and just wanting to see what's going on with the Skazz band. I appreciate it so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
We'll be right back.